They have been the backbone of families, the healers of communities, and the educators of future generations. A mother nurtures, protects, and guides. She balances responsibility, decision-making, and compassion every single day. A nurse saves lives, making critical decisions under pressure. She leads with skill, intelligence, and a heart full of care. A teacher shapes young minds, fostering knowledge, discipline, and progress. She inspires, innovates, and empowers. But what about the President of the United States? So if a woman can lead in the home, the hospital, and the classroom, why not the White House?
In order to be qualified to be the President of the United States, you have to meet some specifications. There is no formal degree required, but knowledge of the government, law, and policy is essential. The President must be a natural-born citizen, 35 years or older, and must be a U.S. resident for at least 14 years. The President must be knowledgeable in some areas: the U.S. Constitution, laws, and government structure, domestic and international policy, economics, and diplomacy, military strategy, and national security, historical and contemporary political issues. Some relevant experience that will help get the job is prior political leadership, such as governor, senator, or high-ranking government official. Experience in business, law, or public service can also be relevant. Strong track record of leadership, problem-solving, and/or policy development. And some personal qualities that are sought for in a president are integrity and strong ethical standards, resilience under pressure, the ability to work with opposing political viewpoints, confidence and decisiveness, as well as adaptability to rapidly changing situations. Some of the main responsibilities and tasks are to serve as the head of state and government. They are responsible for enforcing federal laws and upholding the Constitution. They are as to act of the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Armed Forces, making critical national security and military decisions. The President is to develop and implement domestic and foreign policies to promote economic growth, public welfare, and national security. The President is to appoint federal officials, including Supreme Court justices, ambassadors, and cabinet members. The President also is to work with Congress to propose and advocate for legislation, negotiate bills, and approve or veto laws. They are to represent the U.S. in diplomatic relations, including treaty negotiations and global summits. Lastly, they are to respond to national crises such as national disasters, terrorist attacks, and economic downturns. Work activities and behaviors include decision-making, such as analyzing complex issues, consulting with advisors, and making high-stake decisions. Public speaking, like delivering speeches, press briefings, and addresses to Congress and the public. Negotiations with lawmakers, world leaders, and stakeholders. Crisis management, to quickly assess threats and deploy resources to address emergencies, as well as leadership, to inspire and lead a diverse team, including the cabinet, Congress, and military leaders. The President frequently interacts with world leaders, diplomats, and international organizations. Regularly collaborates with Congress and Supreme Court and executive branch officials. They communicate with the public through press conferences, social media, and official statements, as well as meeting with military officials, economic advisors, and intelligence agencies. In order to classify performance standards, you can look at effective policy making that improves national security, economic stability, and public welfare, strong diplomatic relations, the ability to manage national crisis, legislative success in passing key policies and initiatives, as well as maintaining public trust. Some of the equipment used by the President is secure communication systems, Air Force One and other government transportation/travel, advanced data analytics and intelligence reports, as well as teleprompters, microphones, and digital media. Working conditions as the President of the United States includes high-stress environment with 24/7 responsibilities, frequent travel, intense scrutiny from the media and the public, security risks requiring 24/7 protection, as well as long hours and little to no personal time. How hard could it be? Try to test yourself to see if you can handle these critical incidents that a president would have to face. Incident 1. A national security crisis. Scenario. A foreign adversary launches a cyber attack against the U.S. infrastructure, disrupting energy grids and financial systems. The challenge? The president must quickly assess the severity, consult military and cybersecurity experts, and decide whether to retaliate, sanction the attacker, or seek diplomatic resolutions. Some skills used is crisis management, strategic decision-making, and diplomatic negotiation. Incident number 2. Economic recession. Scenario. The economy faces a severe downturn due to global instability and domestic policy failures. Unemployment rates rise, and public confidence drops. Challenge. The president must work with Congress and economic advisors to develop stimulus packages, regulate financial markets, and reassure the public. Some key skills used: economic policy, knowledge, and public communication, as well as legislative strategy. Incident number 3. Public health emergency. Scenario. A new virus outbreak threatens public health, causing widespread panic and hospital overload. Challenge. The president must coordinate a national response, including a vaccine distribution, emergency funding, and an international collaboration. Some key skills used were crisis leadership, scientific literacy, logistical coordination, as well as media communication. Leadership is not defined by gender. It's defined by wisdom, courage, and vision. Women have always had the strength to lead. The only question left is, when will the world be ready to follow? The time for change isn't coming. It's already here.